Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Amy Williams, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. It is Sunday, August 25th, 2024. Thank you for joining me today. I'm really excited about the card today. I had one of those days in stamping. I don't know if this ever happens to you, but where I question my sanity. And have you ever stamped before, Amy? Because you seem to be doing everything wrong. So we'll see how today goes, because I was having some stamping trouble. So let's just see how it goes. If you don't know, there is a 15% off sale in just for the rest of August. 15% off of all pattern paper that is most of the pattern paper that is in the annual catalog. There are some exceptions, but it will say on there that it is discounted, but that is through the month of August. Let's see. I think that's it. Oh, the new catalog is coming out and will be available September 6th, and it has got some gorgeous things. And I was going to do something from that this week, and I was like, I really hate doing something that you are like, well, I can't get it, so what's the point? And I know it's to garner excitement and stuff, but I don't know, I want to wait. Anyway, I wanted to get something a little bit, summery in. So we're going to use the Sweet Peas set, which I think is absolutely adorable. And so let me flip the camera and show you what we're going to do. Here we go. All right. Let's see. Here is this. I'm going to put that right there so that my light is not messing us up. Okay, so we are using the Sweet Pea Stamp Set, which I think is adorable. We are also using the Nested Essentials dies. And if you haven't seen these dies, they are in the catalog. They've been in there. These are so great, and I think they're not utilized enough. And so I'm gonna change that. All right, so here is, I've got a couple versions of this card. Here was my first version, which I think is super cute, and I did the background. And then I did it in another color, but then the second time I did it, I didn't do it with the background. And I'm not really sure which one I like. I think I probably like the clean lines of this one. I'm probably going to stick with this one. Plus I kept messing that up, so that's another reason. All right. But of course I'm going to do it in a different color, because heaven forbid I do the same thing twice exactly the same. So I've taken a sheet of basic white thick, because that is my card base color. Card base, anytime I'm using a card base that is white, I like to use the thick, the basic white thick. I just think it does a little better, and that's it. I think it does better, so that's why I did it. Now, I did score it. I went ahead and scored it at 4.5, because in a minute you're going to cut. So if you don't fold it before you cut it, then you don't know where to fold it, and anyway, it doesn't work. So anyway, so what we're using is we are starting off by using this stamp right here. And this set does not have dies, so there is fussy cutting involved, but that's okay. Fussy cutting can be fun, okay? All right, so I'm going to stamp this up. I'm just going to go one. And I'll be honest, this little bit right here, I saw somebody do, another demonstrator. I honestly can't remember her name to give her credit, but if you know her, tell her I think she's amazing, because I thought this was so stinking cute. And speaking of demonstrators, if you see anything you like or want and don't have a demonstrator, it would be my honor to be your demonstrator. If you already have a demonstrator, that's fine. Please go with them. Give them a call and say, hey, I saw something I really like. Can you order it for me? And then they will be happy to, and you will make their day. All right, light. Oh my gosh. I have done this like 16 times today, and every single time I've picked up the dark one first. This is the absolute first time. So maybe that means this card is going to turn out, or it's going to be a disaster, I guess. We will see. I just added a little green there just to kind of give that. All right, so you're just, I'm using our Stampin' Blends and I'm using the Granny Apple Green. You know, I love this. To me, this right here, if you did this, and then if you didn't want to do the peas, maybe you're like, you know what, I want this to be for an adult or something like that. Well, then this part of the card doesn't have to be the peas. You know what I mean? Like if you didn't want that, absolutely change that up. I just like the idea of doing this, okay? I love this look, okay? So that's kind of my, oh, that's what I love. Not necessarily that you'd have to do the peas if that's kind of, and honestly, I wasn't going to. I was going to be like, no, we're going to use flowers or something like that. And then I thought, I never do kind of whimsical pea-like things. I always go for the flowers. And I thought, no, you're going to be whimsical and fun today. So that is why I said no. I went over the dark, and now I'm just going to kind of take the light and blend it in a bit. Just like that. Just to kind of, you know, blend them in. And I know I'm not the best color artist in the world, and I'm not even close. All right. So now I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm going to fussy cut one side of this, okay? Now I have been in this room for a while now, and my husband's home. My dog has not walked in until I'm videoing. All right, now I am leaving a bit of an edge, kind of like when you die cut, and it leaves that little edge. So I'm kind of doing that so people maybe, you know, would think you die cut it or not. If you don't want to, then you don't have to leave the edge, but that's what I'm doing. And as I always tell my Stamp Club members, it's your card, you do you, right? I'm not going to dictate what you do on your card. Remember, anytime you're cutting, you're going to be moving the paper, not the scissors. You're going to move your scissors as little as possible. And you can see kind of right there when I moved the scissors, as I said, don't move them. I didn't do as well. So you're just going to really let those scissors glide along and move the paper, okay? And when I follow my advice, I tend to do better. All right, sorry, I got out of the camera there. So there's that. There is my thing. Now, the reason I said to make sure that you have scored it is because then I'm going to fold it over. And if you've already cut this, then you don't know where the half is. So I'm going to just reinforce this a bit, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Petunia Pop, because I'm going to do this one in Petunia Pop, and I'm going to get my Petunia Pop out. I'm going to just put a little bit on here. I'm going to rub it off here. I don't want it too dark when I start, because, you know, I'm a little afraid of color. So I'm just going to kind of go around like this and go like this. Now I'm going to actually kind of do a little bit here. I don't know why. I haven't done that before, but I wanted to do something different because I like everything to be, I always like everything to be a little different, right? Okay, so on this inside, I am using the Designer Series paper that is the In Color Designer Series paper. And if you haven't seen this, this is so lovely. The first time I did it, I actually used this one, which is the Leaves and Flowers. And I was like, oh, well, that's perfect. But then when I turned it over and saw the back, I was like, oh, I want to do that. Then this one I saw, I was like, oh, it's circles like peas. So we're going to do that this time. Again, I never like to do the exact same thing twice on any card. So I just don't. I don't know why. I'm just kind of weird that way. This is 1 inch by 5.5, so that it fits right along there, just like that. So then you've got that little, a little pop right there. Okay, now I have already done this, and you can see that I just messed that up because I just stuck that on there like that, okay? So again, when I said I'm gonna mess up every card today, I did. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this, And I'm gonna go like this, and then Mischief Managed right there. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. All right, there you go. And I'd already done that. All right, so now I'm going to, I've got the other one. So I cut out all four of the sizes. So I did there's 4 sizes of dies. 2 I did in the Petunia Pop, and then the smaller I did in the white. And I'm going to use this little birthday stamp. Well, I don't know if it's the birthday one, but it's got a little party hat, so that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna do this just like this right here in the center. Okay, just like that. Okay, now I'm gonna color this with my green, and oh my gosh, I picked up light again. That's amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna color these guys. The problem with this is that, you know, there's not a lot of hole, you know, you can't kind of change them because, you know, they're peas. So peas, you know what? They're green. And they're going to be green, and that's just kind of the way it is, right? You don't have a lot of options. I mean, you could, I don't know. I couldn't do purple peas. I mean, I guess some people could, but I could not. And I'm just going to use this purple, and I'm going to make the stripes. Okay, and then I'm going to take Summer Splash, and I'm going to add in that, just like that. And then I'm going to take the light Pretty in Pink and get the mouth, because, well, it has to be. And then I'm going to use my dark, I'm going to get my, oh, I keep picking up the light. I'm going to use my dark to kind of do this, the top there. Okay, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of accent here. Their little eyes, little things right there, you know, just to kind of give a little bit of visual interest. So there is my little thing. Now, here's the question. All right, so now I'm going to look at it. I'm going to put this on here because, well, that's where it goes. I'll put this on here like that. Okay. So do I leave this white? You can't see because I'm not doing very well today. Do I leave that all white, or do I give it a little smush? And that is the question. I think I'm going to actually leave it white. I'm going to let this, no, I'm not. I'm going to give them a little smush. I'm going to go real light, and I'm going to give them a little smush. You know, we're going to zhuzh it up a bit, okay? And then I'm going to adhere that. Okay. Just like that. Okay, now I'm going to dimensional these because I think they need dimensionals. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. So next weekend is Labor Day weekend. I wonder if any of you have great plans for Labor Day weekend. I do not. I will be here. I will have my video next week. The following week I may not, because I am helping with our church carnival, and I cannot guarantee that I will be I will have enough hours in the day to get a video in. So we'll see. We'll see. That's a whole nother week away. So, okay, there is this, and I'm going to do this just like that. And how about that? Quick as a wink. Now, if you wanted to use the same layout and make this a baby card, my goodness, you can do Welcome Sweet Pea right in there. You could put the little sweet little guy here. You could do it smaller. You could do it larger. You could do all that. So there's a lot of options on that. I just really liked having this little edge here. That was kind of my, I don't know, thought process of it. So I've got several ones. And again, you make me happy. Oh, you know what? Let's add a few little jewels to this. Let's do some jewels. I have these iridescent, these are called iridescent faceted gems that you can get. And I think they're quite lovely. And I'll be perfectly honest, the reason that I did them on that coral card was because I made a mistake and I needed a place for it. All right, so look at that. Cute little gems on there. Let's add, and maybe, you know what? Let's just do a couple throughout here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that looks nice. Let's do the same thing with this one. I love these faceted gems because they just bring out whatever color you're using, and I love that. So let's do that, and then this right there. Oh, look at that, a few little jewels to make that. We'll do this one as well. We'll do a little one right here. We'll do a big one right down here. Actually, let's put it all the way down there. I like that. Let's see. Let's do it right here. And then do another one right here. And then I'm going to do one right here, a larger one right there. There we go. All right, look at that. Now we've got some jewelly, sparkly cards. Okay, so let me know what you think. Something different. This is much more of a whimsical card for me. I would say I don't normally do this, but I love it. I think it's adorable. I really thought this set was a really cute little set when I saw it. So I hope you have an absolutely fantastic week, and I will see you next week. Thank you for watching. Bye.